You have to remove that top nut over there. That's actually hooked up to the ground harness, which I removed. It's right there. So, from the starter. So two things on the starter. There's that clip, and then there's that, this part of the harness right there that gets hooked up to that nut. There's a vacuum line of sort that I believe has to be removed. It is this lower one. Wait a minute. Let me hold the camera. It's this lower one here. Not this one, which actually goes to the coolant. So once again, you can see it running right here underneath the throttle body, and it terminates over here at a place where it's very difficult to film. There it is. So here's that line removed. It had coolant in it, so it was some sort of coolant line. Since it's under the throttle body, I wonder if it heats it, kind of like if it heats it up in the cold, I'm not sure. Back over on the intake side, I just noticed that this harness over here, this one, connects to the transmission via that bolt. So I think that has to be removed so this harness can be free from the engine. Alright, so I spent close to about an hour before I figured out this solution. I got a 12mm socket on that bolt with a wobble extension hooked up to another extension hooked up to my 3/8 ratchet hooked up to this cheater bar. And now it's coming out. Yep. So I'll get back to you on that once I get it out. So, frame of reference, here's your passenger front tire. Coming over here, there's your oil pan. If you follow up, keep going up, here's your transmission mount. There it is. That's the bolt we're trying to remove. One more time, there's the starter. Here's another way to look at it. If you look, there's going to be this bracket over here. Okay, got it. Yep. Alright, that's it. Alright, so here's your clutch line. There's your other clutch bracket, and down there is the bolt that we just removed. Like right over here. Now, this entire harness, not this one, this one, let me focus. Now this entire harness can be removed. Yep, there's the bracket that was down there. Oh wait, no, this is the bracket that was on there, hang on. There's the bracket. And now I believe we can remove this entire thing. Yeah, it's free. I think this covered the starter. I'm gonna have to figure out a way to push all this wiring out of the way. Taking a green tea break, some honey in there. Just burned the shit out of my tongue. That really, really hurt. Ouch. Break time. So looking under here, we can see that I think I have to remove the oil pressure switch. Where is it? There it is. I don't know if you can see it behind the wire, but there it is right there. So I'm going to remove that, and then whatever, you know, hoses that are still hooked up. I'm not sure if they're part of the, I think they are. Yep. So I'm gonna remove everything down here so I can pull it out of the way. Here in my hand is the oil pressure switch harness. Right here in my hand is the oil pressure switch harness, and I just removed it. Simply pull it out. Let's see, looking down here once more. This is already disconnected. This was what was at the throttle body. Let me see. There's a switch, now you could see it. What is this over here? I think that has to be disconnected. Let's see where it goes to. So no, that just goes to the back of the head. I'm pretty sure it could stay there. Right now, here I am attempting to undo this. Oh, without looking, I did it. So that was securing the entire harness together. That's one of them. I think there might be another one. Let me see. Yeah, there's another one up here. Okay, this one's close to the front. Yeah, there it is. Just remove that and it should be freed up. This was the clip that was holding on the harness together. You just pop it up like that. Okay, now that entire section of the harness should be able to, yep. Pull right out. There you go. There's your, I think, alternator and your oil pressure switch. We're literally down to the last two things. All we have to do now is remove the oil coolant lines by the heater hose and the two heater hoses. And then we're going to remove the cam angle sensor. And that's it. Two heater hoses, and then we also have the cam angle sensor. Okay, so I impacted one of my, hose clamps, and then over here I just used a pair of pliers, squeezed them, pulled it down. Now, this is the thing, guys. These lines, the actual heater core, is made of copper, and they're very fragile. So you have two options. You can keep trying to mess with it and, potentially break something, and then you have to remove your entire dash to get to the heater core. Or you can just, cut these off and then replace the lines. I'm leaning towards that, but I'm gonna try one more thing before doing that. I'm gonna use a tiny bit of heat and kind of loosen the rubber. See if I can pull it off like that. If that doesn't work, I'll definitely cut it. Can't believe it. Look at how much noise. There's a car over here, someone's mowing the lawn, and it's always the case, always the case. But, alright, I'll get back to you guys. Clean them up a little bit. Clean it up a little bit. Ooh, yeah, I can smell that rubber burning. Ooh. Okay. That should be good enough. Nah, I tried my best, and then I used some WD-40 to try to get some penetrant in there to slide them off. Not gonna work. I'm not gonna risk damaging the heater core. I'm just gonna cut the lines. And is to cut from here, straight down, kind of fillet it straight down, like that. Alright, here it is. Like I said, I cut straight down, filleted it like that, and that came out. And I'm very glad I did that because this one's already a little bit bent. I'm not sure if that's from factory or someone else tried to do this before, but no regrets. I forgot to show the fuel lines being disconnected, so clamp, push back, and pull out. Or you can cut them if they're stuck on there, like I cut those heater core lines. Alright, so this is how I was able to start slipping this thing off. I made sure my vice grips were very loose, but just enough bite to just grip onto the rubber. And then I twisted it like this, back and forth, until I was able to slip it off mostly. and then I was using this tool. This is normally used for door fenders, but I used this piece as leverage, this bracket. Put this here, use the bracket, start prying slowly, while also twisting back and forth with my other hand. Now, before you guys do this, make sure you run your car out of fuel as a safety precaution. But obviously, by this point, you should have disconnected your battery. So, how I would do this again, if I were to film it, because I didn't plan on filming this, run the car out of gas, and then disconnect your battery, and then, you know, start doing everything else. So I marked and covered my fuel lines. This one's the front one, this is the rear one. Make sure you guys mark these, because this rear one actually goes here, and this front one crisscrosses over top. You'd think they'd be, you know, like this, but you would be mistaken. It's not like that. It's like that. So there's actually one more bracket that I didn't see. It was right next to it. I don't know how I missed it, but there's another clutch line bracket right next to the other bracket we removed earlier from the transmission, where the transmission meets the engine. There it is. That rusted out bolt, or I don't think it's rusted, it just has crap on it. It's right here. So here's the bracket, and this is the bolt I'm trying to remove. I was able to miraculously get the wrench on the bracket, and I'm using my cheater bar, my trusty cheater bar, to remove it. There it is. It's on there. Yep. We got it. We got it, I believe. Finally happened, I broke something. There was a, let me see, there's some sort of switch or sensor down here that I wasn't aware of. Yep, it's right there. Let me see if I can point it out to you guys. It is that one right there. It had one of those little tabs. It had one of those little tabs on it, and it broke off. I'll show you guys. It's right over here. We can see the tab that broke off. I'm sure it's not too expensive, so my mistake. This is the same harness as what's on the coil packs. Yeah. Oh, I can actually remove this entire harness. Nice. So I broke that off. Turned out I didn't even need to touch that. Shouldn't have tried to mess with it. It would have been fine. But you live and you learn. This is boys. Just came back from camping. It was super windy and really cold. But I wasn't complaining. I was prepared for it. This is it. The last piece of the puzzle. Go using a steak knife. Alright, now I got this used on Amazon. It said used but in very good condition. They said the packaging was a little bit damaged. Hey. Cats, am I right? But of course there's a huge sign over it. It's an engine load leveler, guys. I want to show you in a better way, but what is this? What is that something? I don't know what the hell that is. Huh? Anyway, as I was saying before, this cat interrupted. This is the engine load leveler I picked up from Amazon for $18. And initial thoughts, it looks like it's just been opened before. I don't think it's been used. Man, this thing's heavy. Yeah, this will do the job. So excited, I'm about to start working on it right now. Gotta assemble the hoist, the engine hoist. So my friend Billy lent me his shop's engine hoist. It's an oldie but a goodie. Thing's a beast. Putting it together now. I will be using quick links to hook up to my brackets over here used for engine hoists. That's that one. And over here we have another one. So this is my plan, how I'm going to hook up the load leveler to the engine. I think I have a few options. One option would be to maybe remove this bracket and use this bolt to put it here and kind of place this against the engine like that. The other option is just use a quick link and just hook it up. I think I'm going to be lazy and just do it like that. Same thing on the other side, which is back over here. Right there.
He was up in the attic of one of the buildings, and the other guy was downstairs.
I marked the hood with the paint pen so I can line it back up so I don't have any hood alignment issues, and now I'm going to take off the hood. It should be much bigger than that. Let me see.
To come upstairs.
So these are 14 millimeters, alright? 14. Coming underneath the car, here's your control arm. The motor mount is actually that bolt right there, and it's the same on the other side. I'm going to try to use an extension and a socket with an impact to take it out. Got Adam here again with us. Make sure that there's tension on the motor for this portion before you remove the motor mount, because obviously you don't want to be wearing that engine as a Halloween costume. I tried to say something funny. Adam has a better joke.
Did you ever hear that movie about constipation? Yeah,
No.
It never came out.
Oh. Let's see a slow motion replay of that. It's the same deal on the other side. Whoa. Let me find the hole. Don't do that, guys.
Unmarked SUVs roll up.
And those are the bolts. That is what's left. Okay. We're doing some final checks right now. Yeah, yep. She's loose. Definitely loose. So I was supporting the transmission over here. I'm gonna lower it, alright?
Yeah.
Can you take me lower? You gotta have faith, bro. Alright. Let's do this. Ooh. Watch out.
With your fancy new tool. Think you want to go the other way, don't you?
Nope. Go ahead. It's out.
Right?
Slowly but surely.
When you're ready.
Slowly start going down. I'll use the logo filler when we're close. Slower, please. Yeah, like that slow.
Drop it.
No. I'm gonna tilt it. Okay? So hang on. Is there any way I can drop it like that? Yep, more. Right there. Go slowly. And we pretty much got it out of it unscathed. That little bit, I'm gonna vinyl wrap that anyway again, you know? Like here guys, this is what we did in 19 minutes flat. That's all that happened. Like a tiny nick, no big deal. There it is. Miata engine pulled. Thanks, Adam. Now we should probably turbo that. No?
Maybe.
Cause this is gonna be turbo, bro. Alright. Now I gotta figure out what to do with it.